Let's see what they have here. Oh, yes! We won this game with 6 lands to their, like, 87. What's up, Jamers? It's the one Jame, and today we're playing Esper Legends. It is an Esper tempo deck featuring a bunch of legendary spells, and most cards in here are legendary. The only one that is not is Brutal Cathar, which is just an amazing card. Anyways, we have the Meathook Massacre and Wandering Emperor that are not creatures that are still legendary, and it's going to utilize this really good land that came out in the new set, Plaza of Heroes. This card adds colorless mana, but it can also add a mana of any color to cast a legendary spell, so it'll be colorless for Brutal Cathar and cast all the colors for everything else. You can also tap it to add a mana of any color among legendary permanents you control, so it can tap for white for Brutal Cathar if you already have a white creature or planeswalker on the board. Also, you can pay 3 mana and tap it and exile Plaza of Heroes to make target legendary creature gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So not only does this cast your spells, but it also protects your spells as well. And we're going to be utilizing some of the strongest legendary spells in Standard. Number 1, we're going to talk about Sheoldred the Apocalypse is legendary, Ertai Resurrected is legendary, Adeline Resplendent Cathar legendary, Jadar, Thalia Guardian of Thraben, the Raven Man is legendary, Elas il-Kor, Sadistic Pilgrim. It is whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life, so you can pair this with Meathook Massacre to make them take double the damage. Also, for cards like Tenacious Underdog, we have a card like Kotose, the Silent Spider, in order to get all of those out of our opponent's deck, so we don't have to deal with those, and it's also just incidental Graveyard Hate. Anyways, I'm super excited to play this. It went undefeated in our last tournament, Stream League 12, over the weekend that I commentated on my Twitch channel. So if you want to check out different things like that and events that we do on Twitch, go ahead and check me out at twitch.tv/theonejame. Also, this is the sideboard that you see right over here. It utilizes removal spells like Eaten Alive and Rite of Oblivion. Also, Obscura Interceptor in case you need some more counter spells. It also has Liliana the Veil, another Kaito, and a couple more Meathook Massacres. Anyways, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more standard decks like this that did well in tournaments. And also, like the video if you want to see this reach more people. Anyways, let's get into the matches. And it all starts right now. How are the games today? Really good, actually. Really good. This deck is very good. We're 7-2 right now. We're 78% win rate. We only lost to Izzet that played infinite removal spells, and we lost to mono black once. Am I going Thalia here? Am I going Elas? Thalia's probably better, because they could be playing the Teachings of the Curing card, or whatever that card's called, and this stops that from being cast. Isn't the Martyr Triumph in Ikoria? Yes. We can freely discard an extra copy of Elas here. Getting Thalia out of range of Meathook Massacre is really strong. Infernal Grasp here. Oh, yeah, Cut Down does kill Raffine. It did take all of their mana to do that, though. We have Ertai. That card's fine, right? I can stop that with Brutal Cathar. Looking like they're setting up a... I mean, I can kill it with Brutal Cathar, but I also can, like, hold up Ertai again, just in case they play, like, Soul of Windgrace. Interesting spot. Because if I Brutal Cathar, I can't hold up Ertai. Dang. This is a really tough spot. Because if I play both of these, I just get destroyed by Meat Hook. Do they have any untapped land? So if that's the case, I should probably just play out Sheoldred. They're not scared of Eiganjo there. They milled Titan of Industry, which lets them cast Cruelty of Gix to bring it back later on. That's really annoying. Yep, that's the Soul of Windgrace I knew they had. Okay, so I need to draw Kotose for turn. Kotose will be great to draw so I can get rid of all their Titans. That's the Eiganjo they didn't play around last game. I think I still need to hold up Ertai, though. I can Eiganjo and Brutal Cathar. I don't think I can beat a Cruelty of Gix, though. No! Cancel. Whoa, I accidentally played the wrong half of that. Okay, this way I can Ertai plus Eiganjo. I don't love it, honestly, but here we are. This card bringing back this card is the reason why I'm doing this. Alright, so I get to Eiganjo the Soul of Windgrace, but they can also just make it indestructible. That's fine. If they make it indestructible, they can't actually cast Cruelty of Gix, so that's good for me. Does it cost 3 mana to do that? Oh, they take a life from discarding that, which is good. They go to 11. I'm pretty sure they just tried to draw land, and I think they spiked the land. They did spike the land. Oh, it's an Eiganjo. Well, I guess I can Ertai this. If I Ertai this now, they have to discard another land to make it indestructible? And then I can Brutal Cathar the 1/4 and hit them for a lot. Or I could just not do that and leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah, I need to save Ertai for Gix. I need to draw an untap land, though. Because I want to go Elas plus Ertai. If I don't draw a land, I think I just have to attack. Am I countering this? Probably not. There's an untap land. Attacking with Thalia doesn't really do anything, right? Yeah, it does. Means if they double block, I get to say keep my Thalia and kill their 1/1. Gosh, them making 1/1s is really good for them. This card's like not a good card, but it's like incidentally annoying. They gain a life every turn with Soul of Windgrace, which is annoying too. I mean, whenever one of my creatures dies, they take a life. Whenever they draw a card, they take a life. Their spells are one mana more expensive. I have a counter spell. I have a removal spell. That's a squee. That card's also good. They're doing like just enough to stay alive. And I can't Brutal Cathar plus Ertai. Just gonna pass. Weird spot. What's up, Mina? I mean, the longer they wait, the more they die. I'm just gonna block Soul with well, if I block Soul with Elas, they can discard a land and give it indestructible. They can erase me with this, though. I'm gonna make them have a land. Seems like they have it. And I can't just keep dying to that. I could just block with Thalia. I'm going to block with Thalia next turn and then cast the other one. I don't really care about that card. It is a little bit annoying, though. Double Brutal Cathar. They're eventually going to die, though. If we just keep passing. They can't get rid of Sheoldred. I'm gonna chump the Soul of Windgrace with Thalia so I can play my next one out. I mean, even if they have no lands left in their deck, it still gains a life. Oh, wait, it says then shuffle and you gain a life. Does that mean they have to have the land or no? I'm not sure. Do they have to have the land in their deck to gain a life? Meat hook for 0. They don't want to kill my Sheoldred because it kills their own stuff. Jadar is pretty neat, but it doesn't block. It doesn't make things that can block. It also kind of helps them, right? Because it makes my stuff die every turn. It seems like they're just waiting and waiting to cast their Cruelty of Gix. Think their hand's Windgrace and land? It's probably Cruelty of Gix. They've never seen a Gixis game, they milled one. Am I taking 6 here? I think I am, actually. Because if I block with Thalia, it makes everything else be able to attack. I really need to draw an extra land so I can actually cast this Brutal Cathar. I wonder if they ditch a land to draw a card. They have to have an answer to Sheoldred, right? Oh, they're gaining 3 life. Okay, that's fair. Okay, what does Soul of Windgrace not do? That's what I want to know. It's like a Planeswalker. I need 1 untapped land. This game is like so good, but also so bad. Because if their Titan of Industry resolves, I just lose the game instantly. I mean, if they have another meat hook, then I have to just Ertai that, right? Unless I'm just punting right now and they just meat hook for 3, or meat hook for 2 or whatever. I could just die to their meat hook, honestly. That's a Titan. I have to counter that. And then they draw a card, which means they take more damage. If I draw Meat Hook Massacre, I think I win. No, because they have their Meat Hook Massacre. And they can't cast Cruelty because the Cruelty's 6 mana, and they only have 5 available. They could just cast Squee. Fable. Well, now I just have to go Cathar, swing out, right? Oh, you know what? I should have targeted the 2/2 first, because they can crew with the Bankbuster. Yep, they can still discard a land to gain 3, but what am I going to do at this point? When I exile Windgrace, because it's the only way to it's the only way to put them at 2 life, right? I need to hope they don't have a land in hand with the Soul of Windgrace. Crap! Ah, crap! Wait, they would have gained the life off the meat hook anyway, so they wouldn't have died. Okay, so they can't use Fable the Mirror Breaker, they can't draw off Bankbuster, they can't draw off blood tokens. I have a blocker, I have 2 blockers. But they probably have Cruelty of Gix or another Titan or a Meat Hook Massacre here. If they can't use the underdog either, so they have to have a good card in hand right now, or they think they lose. I could have exiled the Windgrace, but we'll see what they have here. Oh, yes! We won this game with 6 lands to their, like, 87! Tainted Adversary. Durfee, what's up? Good to see that you are a fellow Elliot Dragon viewer. Alright, here we go. It's Rakdos, Tainted Adversary. What are they going to do to my Elas? Don't kill my Elas. Wow. That is just sad. You know what? For that, I'll get rid of your Tainted Adversary. Tressy Passy. That's fine. All right, unfortunately, they could have Meat Hook Massacre, but what are we going to do about that? Roll up in a ball and die? That's a hero's downfall. I think I'm just gonna pass. Actually, it's just so bad to pass. It's so bad. The reason why it's bad to pass is because this becomes a 4/4. And then I have to cast 2 spells to use the Cathar. And then, like, I have to discard another card to kill this. It's, like, pretty bad, right? They can Hero's Downfall or Lightning Strike us. It's okay, I can counter this ability. I could have, like, held this in my hand and used Ertai to kill this and discard this, but then they would have drawn another card. The Shivan Devastator. Alright, I'll bite. Sadly, I can't attack. I can attack if I use the Plaza of Heroes, though. I could just attack with Thalia. Maybe they don't block? Oh, I can attack with Elas, yeah. Whoops. I missed that this had Death Touch. That's fine. This gives me an opportunity to cast 2 spells this turn with a Kaito plusing. Yo, Elliot Dragon, speaking of, how's it going? Good to see ya. They didn't take the bait. Alright, Thalia down. Draw a spell, please. That's not a spell. Oh wait, I can Takenuma for 1. Right? 1, 2, 3? No, I can Takenuma for... Crap, I can only Takenuma for 2. Which doesn't do anything for me. That's unfortunate. Okay, they are going to Bloodthirsty Adversary, and it's gonna suck for me, but here we are. I probably should have attacked with Elias. They're gonna Lightning Strike my Moonrage Brute, probably, to get their Tainted Adversary back. I guess then I can use Takenuma to get my Moonrage Brute back. Wow, they're targeting that. Okay, so now I have to Takenuma. Sheoldred? Is it just Aang the Last Airbender in an evil timeline? True. So they can attack with Graveyard Glutton, but then I'll just take the damage. Or I could just double block it. Double blocking it, keeping my Ertai. Is that something I'm interested in? I actually think I am interested in that. Because I still get to attack with Ertai. They don't really want to block it. They might, but then I get to plus Kaito and play Sheoldred. And then that means that they can't kick this. And I can go Sheoldred and then plus Kaito, gain some life. That was a really good draw. Alright, we just have to hope they don't have Meat Hook, right? They have Infernal Grasp. Another hero's downfall. Land, that's good for me. I'm not going to block the Bloodthirsty, but I'll block Ertai to Tainted Adversary, I think. I don't want to give up Jadar. Rip another Sheoldred off the top? Yeah, that's the point.
You're good.
Hopefully they don't play Sheoldred. Tainted Adversary, do they get to do the ability? They don't. That's a really good draw. So is that. Actually, it's not even really a good draw, right? Because if they kill it, then they just get the trigger again. It's better to kill Adversary in that case. Brutal Cathar is actually kind of bad against these cards. They both can re-trigger, but what's worse for me? It's worse for me if the Tainted Adversary re-triggers. So I think I am going to Brutal Cathar, the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Well, that's strong. One mana Eiganjo. They have to not draw Meat Hook Massacre. Nice. Sweet. We are in best of one? Yes, that's what I wanted. Guardian of New Benalia. What are the chances we should just Brutal Cathar this? Probably low, right? We just shouldn't Brutal Cathar because then they have their Brutal Cathar and we don't want them to do that. So honestly, I think we should just cast Raffine. Because if they want a Brutal Cathar, then that's fine. I don't think I should attack with Jadar, actually. Because I can just block Jadar and then, like, discard a card to make it indestructible. I don't want that to happen. Let's discard an Adeline. No, we should probably discard Kotose, because it's probably not good against this matchup. But we do have 2 copies of Adeline, so I think I'm just going to discard Adeline for now. We have 2 of them. So they cannot Brutal Cathar Raffine, which is the reason why I did this. Alright, what are they going to do? Are they going to cast Brutal Cathar anyway? Hot Shot mechanic. Oh, okay. Double Hot Shot mechanic. Alright, it's a 1-mana 2/1. That's a Wandering Emperor. That's fine with us, right? Let's grow our Raffine. We did draw our lands, which is good for us. I don't want to discard anything, honestly. But we probably don't need Adeline anymore, since we have all these 3 cards that are probably better than Adeline against the aggro deck. I mean, Adeline does have Vigilance, which is really strong. Maybe Kotose is just a thing that we discard. Sheoldred's good, Wandering Emperor's good, Cathar's good. We'll just go Sheoldred, Kotose plus Adeline here. And then we can either pass and hold up Wandering Emperor, or we can play out Sheoldred. Ghost Dog, thanks for the follow. If we play out Sheoldred, they play their Brutal Cathar on our Sheoldred, and then we can Brutal Cathar their Brutal Cathar and get back our Sheoldred. I think I like that. So far, the mana base has been so good. Yep, as expected. Yep, that is going to enlist. Good thing about this deck is that this deck makes Otawara so cheap. Am I gonna Otawara? Otawara is 2 mana here, right? 2 mana, bounce the Cathar, get back my Sheoldred. Attack them for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, 10, right? Can I do 10? Because if I do I only need 8? Oh yeah, because I only need 8. Yeah, that's right. So do I Otawara or Brutal Cathar? I Otawara so I can discard Brutal Cathar. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's enough for game. Gain 6 life. And that's 8. And then if they don't have instant speed removal for Sheoldred, they die. Sick. That was nice. Third land and we're like Gucci. I think this is a fine hand to keep on the play. Let's get the Thalia down. Them having Jetmir's Garden is either a really good or a really bad sign for our Brutal Cathar here. Probably bad. That is not a land. There are more than enough lands in this deck, by the way. There are 26 lands in this aggro deck because there's a lot of lands that are the channel lands because there are legendaries that make them much cheaper to activate. So missing out on a third land is pretty unfortunate and unlikely. There it is. Let's go ahead and get down our Brutal Cathar, I think. Just to keep getting the damage in here. Wedding announcement for 4 mana, that works for me. We can also Brutal Cathar something to make them trade Ravenman for farmhand. I don't know if I want to do that though. I probably should. Or just not attack with Ravenman. I should probably just not attack with Ravenman. Oh, they could have the Saga that deals 2 to everything right now. They'd probably play that, right? We probably die to that. There's a chance I should have just not cast a spell there and just let this become a 3 toughness so it doesn't die to that. King Darien. Okay, so it's not the deck I thought it was. It's not going to play that sweeper, right? It's definitely just a zoo deck. I'm way happier about that. I could use Ravenman, but they have a free discard here. It does make me want to use Ravenman to where... I kind of do want to use Ravenman, actually. This can put a 1/1 counter on it and make a 1/1. Creature tokens get hexproof and indestructible. I'm going to do this. It makes these 3/3 first strike, which are really good here. And also, if I draw any untapped land at all, I can cast Thalia plus Raffine. And that flips the Moonrage Brutes again, exiling the King Darien and the Yavimaya Iconoclast. Or just 2 more tokens. If we were in a board stall, it makes our Ravens much better. I could have buffed this 1/1 with Raffine, actually. Probably a mistake. Just 3 creatures. They have no flyers, which is really good for me. Interesting. 5 power. I kind of have to take that. They're gonna go for an all out attack next turn, and it's gonna suck for me. Ertai. They have Coven right now. They don't have Coven. They only have 3 powers and 5 powers. I can meet hook, but that doesn't do anything. Look, I can meet hooks. Since I have Thalia, I can only meet hook for 3. But like, if I attack with Thalia, I can meet hook for 3. If I attack with Thalia, I can meet hook for 3, and if they block it. So if they block with Neshoba Brawler at all, I kill their board. That's not really good for me. I want to keep my Brutal Cathars, I think. But am I dead on the backswing? That's the question. So I can sacrifice King Darien 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 20 damage. I can block a lot of it. Attack them for 4 and kill them. How does this attack for 4? Oh, I guess I could do that. I don't know if this kills them though. More attacks, more connive, yeah, but that means that they get to have free blocks. I think they died at Meat Hook now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meat Hook for 2 kills them. Nice. Bunch of triggers. That was cool. That was a cool game. I mean, yeah, that's just Meat Hook Massacre being good. Underpants. No Liliana for them. I think I'm Brutal Catharing that. So it doesn't kill my Thalia, because Thalia is really important for me right now. I really want to get the Elas down first before I do this, but they might have Liliana in hand that they can just go land Lily minus, and then I'll just like get rid of my Thalia at that point. Yep.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate when people touch it. Off you go.
Now I think I play around. I mean, I can kill Thalia, but then we trade here, and then they kill Adeline, which I don't like. I can either play double Elas, or I can just, like, hold up Wandering Emperor. I think I like holding up Emperor.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yeah, that's just me saying I want to cast double legendaries. Interesting that they didn't. Oh yeah, of course they don't attack here. Am I casting Emperor? I'm probably casting Emperor. I think they have cut down.
But I'm going to let your blade do the talking.
So now I'm gonna go with Adeline Elias. If they have cut down, they use it now. Okay, they don't have cut down.
Strike fast and strike hard.
So with this, if I attack both at Lily, they let Liliana die. That's fine. Is it exhausting doing commentary for a day-long tournament? A little bit, yeah. They can also meat hook for 3. They can meat hook for 2 currently, which is good for them. Or they can just scoop, that's fine too. Alright, well, I mean, if LK can go undefeated, so can we. That was a good draw. Gain a life, attack in, connive, discard other copy of this. We're rolling, chat. We're rolling. Liliana's gonna sacrifice.
No more distractions.
Raffine?
One of your friends has to leave.
Do I care if they start plussing that? Not really.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Soul transfer. Okay, now I care about it.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Did I just accidentally tap this for white?
With the right tools, I can do anything. I've got all kinds of connections.
Who needs the mana? Looked pretty intentional. It was intentional. So I cast Thalia to stop them from casting Infernal Grasp. I can't cast Wandering Emperor. Good chance they don't block because I have the Plaza.
my people must show them how we greet our enemies.
Let's go. Get out of here. This card? That card. This card. I love how well this card plays around Invoke Despair and things. Blood Tithe Harvester. Here we go. Back in. Good. Our Harvester's probably gonna kill the Jadar there. That's fine. Kaito gets to draw a card. Then we get to go Thalia Raven Man. We do have to play around Meathook Massacre though. Yeah, it's fair, Winter. Reservoir Kraken's way too good to exclude it from any deck. I forgot what that card does. Doesn't it draw cards? There's a cut down that could have been used on Jadar, which means they probably have multiple cut downs and was missing their land drop. And that turns out to be true. Let's go ahead and play out Thalia pre-combat. Because if they do have another cut down, they're going to want to use it now. Okay, they don't have it. Which means I'm guaranteed to draw a card from the Kaito here.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Our Kaito might actually ultimate this game. They can't deal with it. Infernal Grasp for 3 mana at sorcery speed, I'll take it. And then we get to trade with the Harvester here to keep our thing alive. And then the best part is we get to Kotose their Harvester. Let's draw first.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
And if they don't kill Kotose, they have Infernal Grasp to kill it, unfortunately. We at least get to see their deck list. In 4 Invoke Despair, 3 Sheoldred, Soaring, 4 Graveyard Trespasser, 3 Lilies, 3 Fables, 1 in the hand, 1 Obnixilis, 3 Infernal Grasp, 1 in the hand, 2 Tenacious Underdog, 3 Meathook, 1 in hand, 2 Voltage Surge. Anything special about the mana base? 2 Tramway Stations. So hopefully they don't kill Kotose so we can just cast our Blood Tithe Harvester. If they draw an untapped land, it's going to be really sad for us because they get to go untap land, kill Kotose, and play Fable. But the fact that they didn't just snap off the land right now means they probably didn't draw a land. This is a Stream League deck, Mike, yeah. They might just kill Kotose and pass. Their best draws right now is untap land, or an underdog, right? Yeah, they just passed. Go ahead and draw a discard. Ooh, Jadar. Do I like that more than Elas? They get to Meathook for 1 next turn, which is unfortunate. I need to go Elas plus Thalia. So I'm just going to discard Otawara, unfortunately. I need to go Elas plus Thalia because Meat Hook for 1 doesn't kill both of them. If they draw an untapped land, they can Meat Hook for 2, but they can only Meat Hook for 1 right now. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna minus Kaito and win the game. I'm pretty sure this just wins the game.
We won't be outnumbered for long.
Kaito Ultimate. Let's freaking go. I'm pretty sure Kaito Ultimate plays every single creature on our deck for the most part. Mono Blue Mirror match? They don't know, do they? They don't know. Stowaway. Oh, how am I supposed to beat that card? I actually don't know. I actually have no clue how I'm supposed to beat this card. Brutal Cathar? I actually want to play with that 3-mana blue flyer. That makes all your spells cost 1 cheaper. Discard Ertai Scoring, that's good for us. Emperor is good for us. This is a 2-mana counterspell. Hadijin. Discard another Raffine. We have Sheoldred into Ertai into Wandering Emperor here. Hotty naughty. We definitely have a faster clock than them. Ooh, they're playing black mana. Well, that's unfortunate. Delver of Sneakrets. Let's discard Jadar plus Sheoldred, and then we can Meat Hook for 1 and make them use a counterspell. Oh, perfect. They're gonna slip out the back? Sure. That means we can Meat Hook without it being taxed. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. Oh, crap, they have it, don't they? No! Should've known, should've known, should've known, should've known. That was really unfortunate. Probably not Z. I probably don't have enough time. Hadijin. So now I probably can't race them. Unless I like Otawara them. I mean, I guess I can Wandering Emperor. I can Sheoldred. Sheoldred hurts their deck? Well, yeah, it does, but I'm just dead, aren't I? All right, well now I'm playing Sheoldred since I have the Otawara for 1. Otawara for once feels like cheating. Wow. Consider Thalia and Halijin cancel each other out, so their spells are just the same price. But this feels like cheating. They play shore up? Well, I mean, nothing we can do about that. We can block at least. They can't do 9 damage. And they're going to be dead. Does this force them to draw a card? Yes, it does. I'm going to take the 4th they attack. Does this force them to draw a card? It does. Sure. And scoop. Let's go. I will try to draw a land. That's a land. Something never didn't have it. Well, that card's probably hard to deal with. I mean, we have Brutal Cathar, but they probably have counter spells. Whoa. The only decks we're playing against right now are tempo decks. That's kind of weird. This is why I didn't play Brutal Cathar. They probably have a bounce spell. Or a slip out the back or something. Aha, how did I know? Would have never guessed. Weird. +2/+0 in lifelink. When it dies, make a 1/1. Blue is the only counter to black decks. Yes, for the most part. At least that's what we learned from Stream League coverage yesterday. Can you calm down, opponent? That's a good draw. Why is it consistently tapping... not tapping this card? It is the worst. What the heck? Oh, it says only... Wait. Add any mana of a color among legendary permanents you control. Oh, Otawara is not going to be for 1. It's going to be for 2, so I can't actually cast Otawara and that. So I'm just going to attack first. John's really strong against black. It depends on how well you build your deck around Invoke Despair. Depends on how well you build your deck around Liliana of the Veil, but yes. Can we erase this? I feel like I'm just going to do nothing here. Because we can use Otawara, and we can also use Plaza of Heroes. I'm just going to let them hit me for 3, who cares? I have so much damage on board right now. That was a great draw, because this means I can Brutal Cathar plus Otawara. I'll just attack first, though. Virtuoso's a feels bad card? Kind of. Sometimes you just get, you lose to it, but... we can definitely race them here. I think I'm going to try to exile the Virtuoso. Because I don't want them to connive from it. Actually, it's probably better to exile the Ledger Shredder just in case, because if they target either one of these, they get to connive, so I just want to target this one. So if they target this, they don't connive or draw a card. Really? It's like a Wandering Emperor? I mean, if it is, I win, right? Massive Might. Discarding Tamio's Safekeeping. Okay, I think they might just die to this Brutal Cathar now. Unless they have a 1-mana protection spell. Sick game. Sick game. All right, Jamers, we didn't go exactly undefeated, but it is an 82% win rate. Our only losses came to Mono Black and to I forgot what the other one was, but it was Rakdos. Oh, and one Mono Black, but we beat we beat all the Rakdos we played against. We lost to one Mono Black, and we also lost, let me double check the untap. We lost to a Mono Black, and we lost to a red-blue tempo deck that ended up just killing everything we played. But other than that, we did absolutely amazing with this deck. Definitely exceeded my expectations, and no wonder why it went undefeated in my Stream League tournament yesterday. Anyways, the description, it will contain the deck list of this video. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more deck lists from me, even some that have top tournaments like this one, and also like the video if you want to see this reach more people. Thank you very much. You're awesome. I'll see you in the next one right over here, and as always, peace.